Alright, I've already cleaned the surface off here with the paper towel, and I've got 70% isopropyl alcohol. You want to at least use that. I'm going to go ahead and set it here. I'm going to peel back the backing off here. Go ahead and I'll just peel this out for now, and I'll put that other X in here in just a moment. This is just to kind of help me get it aligned. And I'm going to go ahead and place that at about half an inch, 3/4 inch, whatever you feel like, from the brake reservoir cap here. Just make sure it's nice and straight. And let's see here. There we go. Got it centered. Go ahead and hit it flat. Alright, once I get it in there, nice and flat, then I'll come back. The X does have a one way or the other. It isn't symmetrical vertically. So you do have to make sure that fits. It just goes with the actual logo is that way. Alright. Peel that off. Then I'm going to stick this right back in the hole there. Okay, and get that in there. And it's just like a regular decal. You want to press it down. Best thing is let it sit. Make sure you keep it dry for about an hour at least after you put it on. After that, it's the silicone backed adhesive sets. And once it sets, it's completely waterproof and you will not mess it up. But that is how you install the tongue. And the ones on the sides are the same way. But we'll show you how to peel the backing on that one. Is just a little bit different. You peel from the bottom up to the top of the letters. So from the bottom letters, top of the letters. But other than that, that's it. That's the install. Alright guys, there's a couple ways you could do this. When you go to the install on this particular one, you can either put yourself a piece of masking tape across this way to try to keep it all together, or you can go ahead and peel out just the inner X if you can. Either way, you can put it all back together after you get it on, but I found that peeling out the inner X is actually easier to install. You're going to want to leave the inner X masked, so don't take the backing off. Only take the backing off of just the main part. So we're going to peel that off. Peel it this way. Okay, then you're going to take it, you're going to stick it on, and then I press that down on the trailer, and then from there you'll take your X, but make sure you have it positioned correctly. Like I was telling you earlier, it's not symmetrical due to the logo is actually that way. So make sure it fits first, figure that out, then take it over, flip it. It's usually pretty easy on the ends there. There you go. Peel it. It's pretty heavy material, so you don't have to worry about it being too flimsy. Go ahead and get it placed in, aligned, pressed in, and once you press it all down nice and flat, then I use just a tip of my knife to pull out that inner one that you did not take the masking off of. Pull it off for alignment, and there you go. Also, one note, make sure you've got it all pressed down nice and firm on every piece of it, especially the little points and corners. Once you have that done, you want it to stay dry for at least an hour. Allow that silicone backed adhesive to adhere. Once it adheres, then it's waterproof and you're not going to tear it up. So I do caution, be careful with bare feet on this. It's pretty abrasive, but that's the the intention is to keep you from slipping off the trailer. All right, the piece for the side railing is just a little different. So on that, I do recommend that you peel it. When you peel it, it's from the bottom of the letters to the top. All it does is just helps you get it out of the lettering. And the tags for the inside of the letters are on the bottom. So that just keeps it to where it doesn't bend your letters. And when you place them on your trailer, you can adjust those letters too. They're not going to set up for it takes about 1 hour for them to set up onto the trailer, but so I peel from bottom up, just like you do any kind of decal, just bottom up, but on these, bottom up. And if you do get a piece left over like we did on the E right there, we'll just go ahead and peel that off with my knife real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the X there, and you can take that out. I'll show you here in just a moment on that. So I'll go ahead and just get that last little piece out of there. Okay, now that I got that out, now we're going to flip it over, and the X came out anyways. So we'll go ahead and line that up, and you just align it with your trailer, get it on the sides right where you want it to be. I just mounted it an inch or so back from where bracing branches off. Get all your letters straight. Once you got them straight, then you go ahead and press them down. Now we go back and we get the X. The X is due to the actual logo, it's not actually symmetric. So just make sure you got it in the correct orientation. That's the proper orientation. I'm only going to peel off just the inner X. The inner X has the backing. Leave the backing on the outer X. Oop, right there. Stuff's pretty sticky. And then we're going to go ahead and line that back up. And fit it just right back in, just like a jigsaw puzzle piece right there. Alright, and once you have all that lined up, then you just take your knife, you pop that part that you did not pull the backing off of, and then make sure it's good and pressed secure. Let that set for at least an hour dry. After you've used your isopropyl alcohol to clean the surface, I use 70% at least, and make sure it's dry when you put it on. And like I said, about an hour, that silicone-based adhesive will go ahead and cure and set, and should be good to go from there.